Hey, my name's Josh Turner. I am the founder and CEO of a company called Linked Selling. We were recently named number 252 on the Inc. 5000. Really proud of that. And I wanted to talk to you today and share my story of working with Jim Padilla and Cindy Padilla and their entire amazing team at Gain the Edge. So Jim and I first met, it's been a couple years now, really hasn't been that long. And the amount of work we've done together in that time, looking back on it, really is pretty impressive and pretty remarkable. And we've achieved some amazing things in my business thanks to Jim and his amazing team that they have over there that have helped us with our phone sales on 3 launches that we did within the span of 15 months. So we did our first launch with Jim was in February 2016. Wasn't that long ago. February 2016, we did our first launch with Jim, and we did 2.7 million in front end sales and 4 and change total, including the entire back end and everything else that went along with it. And just a game-changing situation for our business. Jim and his team were a big part of making that happen. I think, Jim's phone sales team by themselves were responsible for over $1 million of those sales for us. And so for a company like mine, like we have a couple salespeople, but when we have a real big promotion, we want to be able to give our clients the highest touch, highest level of service possible, which is getting on the phone with them and spending the time to have the conversation about if our program's the right fit for them. And when you are in a launch environment or a big promotion or a big campaign, a couple people will just get drowned. Jim's team had, at one point, I believe they had something in the neighborhood of 15 people managing our account. And I will also say that not just managing our account, but 15 people manning the phones, speaking to our prospective clients, our prospects that were interested in our programs. And we've now done that 3 times in, I believe, 15 months. First time, January 2016. Second time was October 2016. Then we just did it again, February 2017. So no, that's not 15 months. That's the span of 12 months. You want to call it 12, you want to call it 13 months. And every one of those launches was north of 7 figures, 2 of them multiple 7 figures. And Jim's team played a big part in that. They have a really solid core group of people that just know how to do what they do at a very high level. I really, when I think about, what we've done together, it's really hard for me to see how we could have achieved the kind of results we've achieved without Jim and his team. And, not only have they helped us get these results, which at the end of the day is what people like you and I care about, but they are really great to work with. And, my team, I really pride myself, my company prides itself on that, we don't work with assholes. We have a culture and a company and a team of people that everyone, maybe not everyone's best friend, but like we have a great group of people. Everyone likes each other because I think life is too short to work with people that aren't fun to work with and just good quality people. And Jim's company fits that mold 100%, which made working with us a really great fit. And just a joy to work with his team. The level of communication that we had back and forth has just always been really high level. Whenever anything has come up that I need to discuss with Jim, Jim, Cindy, his management team, always there and responsive for me, as well as the managers on my team that work hand in hand with Jim's team. And they treat our clients right, which is a really big thing too. You want to make sure when you're bringing in outside help that you're going to have somebody that you're putting your clients into good hands. And working with Jim, I've never had anything but just a great sense of that our clients are really being treated right, and that Jim and his team, you know, people walk away from a conversation with them feeling empowered and really feeling great about the next steps that they're taking, whether or not that is joining our program or not, because you don't always bat 100%. But I'll tell you, Jim's team puts up crazy numbers, like 60% sometimes. On one of our launches, 60%. The other one, it wasn't too much lower than that. And on all three of them, I believe it was between 50 and 60% of the conversations that they had turned into clients, sales. That's just remarkable. I mean, those are really, really great numbers, and they know what they're doing over there. They know what they're doing. So if you're in a situation where you're like my business and you've got a lot of volume that you need to handle, you know, or if you got a special one-off promotion, you know, you're really, if you try and use your internal team, or you try and do it yourself, or you try and bring somebody on that doesn't have this kind of experience that Jim's team has of doing this all the time, all year round, then there's a big opportunity cost there, right? Because if you put your team on it, or you put somebody on it that's, you know, not putting up great numbers, you know, what are they going to do? 15, 20% close rate, something like that. You know, you're leaving a lot on the table, obviously. I mean, do the math, the difference between 15, 20%, 50, 60%. It's big. So that's something I think about a lot, and that I'm really grateful that I was introduced to Jim, to have, you know, the opportunity to plug him into our business. In addition to the launches, we're doing evergreen stuff with Jim, with one of our programs where they're selling for us on an ongoing basis. Just been a great relationship. I'm looking forward to doing a lot more work with the GTE team. And if you are thinking about working with Jim, hopefully from what I've had to say here, you know, you probably already realized that I couldn't recommend Jim and his team highly enough.